All right. It says the green light is on and we are live. Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? As you know, this is taisworldtv of Geeklodestars. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a good one. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. So, I know we don't do a lot of lives, right? But we're trying to change that. You know, a lot of things are going on. Life is lifing out here, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep doing we're gonna start doing more lives. But in this case, for right now, we got a lot to talk about. Big things happened today. We got the first trailer for the Fantastic Four first steps. Okay, we seeing what we gonna be getting in July. All right, and it's pretty loud. Also, we are gonna be talking about Jonathan Majors. It dropped, I think today, a few hours ago. Yeah, I think it dropped yesterday. I'm sorry. A little while ago that reportedly Marvel is in talks or thinking about getting Jonathan Majors back to Marvel, having them do something. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it. And I also want to talk about something else too. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is actually gonna be coming back as a continuation. That's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be talking about that too. Uh, but guys, thank you guys. I want to say this real quick too. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really appreciate y'all coming through. I really appreciate y'all getting the likes and giving us the subscribes. Like you guys are awesome. Honestly. Let me first and foremost say that. You guys are so awesome, for real. When me and Buggy decided to do this, he's not here right now. He's dealing with some family stuff. Um, when we decided to do this, we didn't know if this was going to be successful or not. You know what I mean? Because I have another channel that we did a couple of videos on. I mean, we've been doing videos for a little bit now. But coming here, uh, we didn't expect this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we didn't expect all of this. We didn't expect you guys to like us so much. And we just want to keep giving y'all that great quality of work. You know what I mean? Um, So I just wanted to thank you guys. Well, both of us. We both wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you guys so much for the support. And we got more stuff coming for y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is our time as comic book fans and movie fans. It is our time right now. 2025 gonna be that day. It's gonna be the best year. Gotta be. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about Fantastic Four right now because we're getting that, right? Now, let me be the first to say I am not a big Fantastic Four fan. I like the Fantastic Four. I rock with it, but I was never like on them like I was on Spider-Man or the Avengers or like Batman, Superman, or like Justice League. Like I wasn't on them like that. Like, let me get that. I'm waiting for that next issue of Fantastic Four to come out. Even the TV shows, I was like, it was whatever, you know. However, we got the first I'm sorry, reaction. We got the first trailer, and I did the reaction. Go check that out first, and then come back here. So I did the first reaction to it, and I gotta say, man, I've watched it a few times after my reaction. It's on the channel, and I like it. I'm digging it. You know, I'm really, really digging it, man. And I want to just expand more on what I saw because really couldn't do it in that video because it was gonna be too long. And I had to go to work after that, like literally right after that. So I was just like, all right, let me just do the reaction and then we'll talk about it after. I'll do the live and talk about it after. Whew, that is a mouthful. Okay, so let me tell you the things that I did like. The CGI is awesome. The Thing looked fire. Okay, I love how Marvel really. I love how they went out of their way. to make sure the thing look big out here, okay? Pause. Like when you look at him, even like, and I didn't notice this until like a few times. When he goes and claps, you hear like the rocky substance clapping. It's not like a regular clap. It's like two rocks come together clapping. That's awesome. Because it's like you never would have. Oh, this right here. There you go. Because it's like, yo, you never would have thought. Oh, uh, yeah. Because you never would have thought. Oh, what does two rocks sound like when they're clapping? You know, and it sounds very like, like that chalkboard sound. When you kind of put your nail in the and scratch the coffin, the nail on the board. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I thought it was really cool that they added that caveat to this. He also looks physically great. He looks straight out of the comics. And then they got him in the Fantastic Four fit. Like fully. He don't got the underwear. He got the whole bottom and the long and it looks awesome, especially for the 60s. I also like that. This iteration is set in the 60s. When we had the Tim Story version and the Josh Trank version, they were both in modern day. Which again, I like the Tim Story ones. Not withholding Rise of the Silver Surfer. I like certain things about it, but they weren't great. I didn't even watch the Josh Trank one because I heard it was so horrible. I didn't even bother watching it. If you want me to react to that, let me know because I'll do it for you guys. I don't necessarily want to do it, but if you guys want me to do it, I ain't got no problem. Um, what else? Yeah, so I just thought it was pretty cool, man. Like I just thought it was like pretty like I said, the CGI was pretty cool. Thing looks awesome. The fact that the fabric on him when he wears his clothes looks cool. Like there's a shot in the trailer where he has on a suit and tie and the long, and the what do you call it? Like a long jacket. Like that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So there are other shots in the trailer too, because like I said, this movie it looks visually awesome. Okay, there's a point in the trailer where you see Johnny flying up to the upper atmosphere, and like he's about to fall. Which it might be when he first gets his powers and he starts testing it out, and he finds out he could go to the moon. So or he could go to the upper atmosphere. So that's pretty dope. And then you see Johnny also flaming on and flying through the city. It reminded me a lot about Spider-Man. It reminded me a lot, honestly. Very Spider-Man esque with his character. And it makes sense because, him and Spider-Man are cool with each other. So it makes sense. However, I also wanted to say this too, now that I'm thinking about it now. Because I'm going off the dome with all my thoughts. I think it's cool that they might not be nerfed. The Fantastic Four, I mean. Sorry, guys. I don't think they're gonna be nerfed. I think they're gonna be as powerful as they are in the comics. Maybe not the current iteration, but they're gonna be very powerful. And I say that because I never known for you know what, and I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever seen Johnny fly through the atmosphere like that as fast as he was going. Or even go to the atmosphere. I didn't even know you could do that. I think he did it in the Silver Surfer movie. I mean, in Rise of the Silver Surfer, I think he did do that. Or what's his face? Silver Surfer grabbed him and put him into the upper atmosphere. I actually forgot, but that was cool showing regardless. But I think that's something like because they're gonna go into the MCU after this. You know what I mean? So I think they're probably going to be one of the most powerfulest characters in the MCU, you know? So I don't think they're going to like nerf their powers because if y'all have noticed, I don't know if you have, but whenever we get these MCU movies for like the last 10 years or so, they usually nerf uh the character's powers down, like Hulk and Thor. Perfect example. Like they're way more powerful in the comics than they are in the MCU, you know. And I know they do that because they have to like raise the stakes and stuff like that. Because if you make them too powerful, then there's not going to be a movie. So, but I think we're not going to get that with the Fantastic Four. I think they're going to be pretty powerful, and that's going to be pretty dope. Also Galactus. Yo. Galactus looks awesome. Okay. And I said it in the reaction. I'm glad that this dude is not a what's the name? What do you call it? A purple cloud. Because that's what they did in the Rise of the Silver Surfer. I'm glad they not doing that crap. I'm glad they not. You know what I mean? I'm glad they not doing that crap. So I'm glad they not doing that, right? But he looks awesome. He looks massive. Like I think he's engulfing the Statue of Liberty. That's how big this dude is. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever been to New York. I live in New York, but I never went to the Statue of Liberty myself. But I've seen it at a distance, and it's huge. So you can imagine how tall Galactus is. And then you see a shot in the trailer where you see him as a shadow. Like it's crazy, crazy work, y'all. So he looks awesome. And I love that you don't see his face yet. You don't see his face. Now, I don't know what kind of face he's going to go with. I hope they do comic accurate. He looks comic accurate from the back. So he should look comic accurate from the front, too. That's a crazy line, but it is what it is. What else did I like about this? Everybody, it looks cool. Also, we saw John Malkovich in the trailer, too. I don't know what his role is, and I looked up his role, and they didn't say what his role is. So he must have a very important role. I'm thinking the Mole Man. That's what I'm thinking. But I could be wrong. We'll see. And that's the thing. Like I told you, I'm not a big Fantastic Four head, so I don't know a lot of their villains. The only one I really know like that is Doom. That's really the only one that I know. You know what I mean? Hold on, guys. I am so sorry. People keep calling me. It's crazy. Um, Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so those are the only villains I really know is the Mole Man and Galactus. That's the only ones that I know. So I don't know who else is gonna be in here because when you see the trailer, you see the Fantastic Four get at it. You see Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, using her attacks. You see Johnny flying through all over the place. You see the Thing just running full steam. So it's like you see that, but you don't see Reed doing anything. So I don't know how they're gonna work his abilities. I don't know how they're gonna do that. But they're getting active with someone. We just don't know who. It could be the moment. We don't know. But we also supposed to see RDJ as Doom in here, supposedly. So I don't know if they're fighting him or not. So there could be that. We don't know. But we also don't know what John Malkovich's role is too. I think it's the Moon Man, personally. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, but I will say this: I do have some concerns. All right, I do have some concerns. All right, here's the thing: the MCU, Kevin Feige, they gotta knock this out the park because this is Marvel's first family, so they have an importance in the Marvel comics in general, you know. But their first iterations of Fantastic Four did not do well. So they're gonna have to pull all the stops for this movie. And it looks like they did. It looks like they did. Also, okay, here's my thing, right? Everybody has said Pedro Pascal. People think he should not have gotten this role. And they're saying it not because he's a great actor, but because, how can I say this? But because he's in everything. And I've heard other YouTubers say this too. I didn't feel that way at first because honestly, I never saw him in Game of Thrones because I didn't watch Game of Thrones like that. So I didn't really see him in that. I saw him in other things. Yes. I saw him in the Equalizer 2. Saw him in the Mandalorian. He knocked that out the park. I seen him in other things too, here and there. But I didn't think that he was like in everything. I didn't think that. But now that I'm watching this, I'm like, yeah. I'm starting to feel that way now. It's crazy, but I feel that way. I don't think he's gonna do a bad job as Mr. Fantastic, though. I don't feel that way. I'm not as concerned for that as I am is concerned for RDJ. Because my concern is I'm not gonna see him as Doctor Doom. I'm just gonna see him as as Tony Stark. Because he didn't play that character very well for 10 years. And I don't know if that, well, I know he's a great actor for sure, but I don't know if we're going to get a Tony Stark version of Doom or we're going to get Doom as Tony Stark, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, kind of almost like a typecast, I guess. I don't know. That's my main concern with the movie. That's my main concern. Also, Johnny Storm, the actor that let me pull it up real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me pull this up real quick. The actor that plays Johnny Storm is Joseph Quinn. Now he's not a bad looking dude, right? Now I don't flow that way. You know what I mean? He's not a bad looking dude, right? But when I associate the Human Torch, I associate like Chad. You know, you know what I mean? Like bro Chad type of dude. I don't get that energy from this actor. Now, again, we haven't really heard him talk like that. We only seen a few scenes with him. We haven't really heard him talk. However, I don't know. Like Chris Evans had that bro in him, and had to look for it too. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a Chad. Joseph Quinn don't really look like a Chad to me. And again, I could be wrong. I haven't really seen him in anything besides this. So if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments down below. Okay, please let me know in the chat. Because I've never seen him before. Maybe I am wrong. If I am wrong, let me know in the chat. All right. But I do like Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. I think that's perfect casting. Ebon Moss Barack. I hope I said it right. Um, I've never seen him in anything, but from what I've seen here so far, it looks like he's doing fine as the thing, so that's fine. And Ralph Ensign is the Galactus. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he is the voice actor for Sid in Final Fantasy. I gotta finish that game. I haven't finished it. I gotta finish that game. Um, since that's the case, that's perfect casting because he has a great voice. Also, I do know that Silver Surfer is going to be this, and it's going to be Shala Ball. It's not going to be the OG Silver Surfer. It's going to be his wife. So I know she's in it too. But you know what though? What I really did like about this trailer is that I know nothing about it. Leave it like that. I don't want to know everything in the trailer because that's what I hate. I really do hate when they show everything in the first freaking trailer. Hate that. Hate it. With a passion. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I mean, but listen, look, overall, this looks good. I just hope Marvel can knock this out the park. They might. They more than likely going to. I just hope they can. You know. But guys, let me know what y'all think about this though. Do you love it? Like, do you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. All right. So we're gonna get off. We're gonna get off of the Fantastic Four. We're gonna get off of that. So now we're gonna talk about Jonathan Majors. Okay, Jonathan Majors. I'm getting this from Yahoo Entertainment. And matter of fact, let me pull it up for you guys. Sorry about that. Let me pull it up for y'all. Let me pull it up for y'all real quick. Nope. 780. Give me 1 second, guys. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. I want to pull this article up for you guys so you guys can see it too. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. All right. So we getting this from Yahoo Entertainment. Marvel Studios reportedly considering Jonathan Majors' return as Kang. Marvel Studios is reconsidering bringing back Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. According to a recent report by Screen Geek, studio head Kevin Feige is contemplating Major's return to properly conclude Kang's storyline in a Marvel future project. All right, this is how I feel about this, right? This is how I personally feel. A lot of people ain't gonna agree with me on this, and that's fine. They're not gonna agree. So for those of you that don't know, and I'm not gonna say the whole thing here. Um, Jonathan Majors got into some recent trouble, legal trouble with his ex-girlfriend, right? Um, and he was charged for like he got basically he got charged with one thing, and it was like very little. He shouldn't have gotten charged at all, personally. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So during that time, and I remember during that time, he had a commercial for the Army or the Navy or something like that. That got canceled. They stopped showing that. And then little by little, Marvel started taking out everything regarding Jonathan Majors. They couldn't stop Loki season 2 because it was already coming out, so they couldn't take him out of the show, and they couldn't stop the show, so they had to just all right. Well, we okay. We're just gonna all right. We're just gonna show him. We're gonna show the season, and we just gonna take him out of the promotion. So all of that stuff was going on at that time, and after that, honestly, I thought his career was done. I honestly thought it was done, but his career starting to come back a little bit. His new trailer for I think Magazine Dreams, that movie, it's coming out. I didn't get a chance to react to it, but I will react to it soon. So be on the lookout for that. So that's coming out, and then now we're getting this news. Let me tell you how I feel about it real quick. I feel like this is too little, too late. I get why Marvel did what they did with Jonathan Majors. They have to protect their assets. Okay. Usually, when a case goes on like this, especially a case with DV, you gotta protect your assets. So it's like, all right, listen, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, but we gotta kind of distance yourself from you until we, figure out what's going on here. You figure it out, and you know, you're not guilty, basically. So I get why Marvel did it. I'm not mad at Marvel for doing that. They gotta protect their interests. I get it. I get it. Now, people, specifically a certain race, have been saying that, yo, it's unfair that Jonathan Majors is going through this, but you got Ezra continuing to be the Flash. First off, those are two different situations. Those are not the same situations. Ezra was doing his bull stuff. Yes. Should he gotten jail time? Absolutely. 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 Heinous stuff he was doing. But, 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 Ezra was doing the Flash. And this was before the allegation. This was before all the stuff you found out was going on. The movie was supposed to come out. He already did the movie. I'm sorry. The movie was supposed to come out in 2017 or 2018 or something like that. And then it constantly got delayed. Consistently got delayed. And then he had to do a bunch of reshoots during the time he was wilding out. Because DC was trying to kind of build this sort of new universe with Keaton's Batman. And what's her name? The girl that played Batgirl, like that was supposed to be in it too. So they were trying to do that and it failed, right? So because of that, is why he had to do all those extra reshoots or whatever. And it was supposed to come out anyway. So they couldn't shut down the movie because they spent so much money doing the reshoots for it. So because of that, they had to now either take their losses. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. So they either had to take their losses or show the movie and possibly make a little bit of money back. So they showed the movie. Now it flopped. If I'm not mistaken, it did flop. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Um, and that's another conversation for another day. But the point of it is, those are the difference between the two. So I don't know. I wouldn't like Kang. I don't want Jonathan Majors to come in just for him to just get killed off. I don't want that. Like I get why y'all did it, Marvel, but it's like I feel like it's disrespect if y'all just bring him in there just to get killed. I don't like that. Now, if that was always the plan, that's one thing. But they kind of had to bring Doom to the forefront because of the Jonathan Major situation. They were making Kang the next Thanos. And because of the legal trouble, they couldn't do that anymore. So they had to switch to Doom. Now, it's possible they were going to do this during the Kang Dynasty or maybe in Secret Wars. That's probably what was going to happen. But since this whole thing with Jonathan Majors, then they had to like kind of step up Doom and kind of get rid of Kang. So personally, I don't know if I'd be cool with that personally. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I didn't know that they were going to try to have him basically come back so he could just finish off his character arc. Again, personally, I wouldn't like that, but let me know what you guys think. Would you guys be cool with that? Would you not be cool with that? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. All right, y'all. So listen, we're gonna get to one more last thing, and then we out of here. All right. Now, this one I'm actually really excited for because I am a big Buffy. Well, I'm more of an Angel fan than I am a Buffy fan, but I love that whole universe together either way. You know what I mean? So I did hear yesterday. Well, I heard it today actually that they're gonna bring back Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Sarah Michelle Gellar, aka Buffy Summers, coming back as Buffy. I gotta read this. Let's read this together, y'all. All right. And it's gonna be with Hulu, which makes sense because I believe both Angel and Buffy are at Hulu right now, so that makes sense. Okay. Hulu is developing a follow-up to the cult favorite series, which with original star Sarah Michelle Gellar attached. The new project comes from writers Nora and Leela Zuckerman, Poker Face and Fringe. I never seen both, but I heard good things about Fringe. And 20th Television. And is described as the next chapter of the Buffyverse. Oscar winner Chloe Zhao, Eternals and Normanland is set to direct. Oh, okay. What for that? I'm down for that. Chloe Zhao did the Eternals. I didn't really like the Eternals. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's not because of Chloe Zhao. It looked visually beautiful, honestly. I like what they did with the girl that ran fast. I love how they did that. That's how a speedster's supposed to be. I did like that. You know what I mean? I did like other things in that too. But again, I didn't really like Eternals, but I like certain things about it. So she's gonna be directing. That's awesome. And Sarah Michelle Gellar's coming back. I think that's really cool. I don't know if she's gonna be doing any fighting. I mean, she still looks in shape because she's in the new Dexter show, and she's in it. And she looks awesome. Looks awesome. Now, are you gonna bring David Boreanaz and James Marsters, Charisma Carpenter? Like, y'all bringing them back? Because we need them back. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to know what happened to them because I was upset, bro. 2005. No. 2003? No. It's 2004. I think it was 2004, 2005. One of those. When they ended Angel like they did on that cliffhanger, bro, I hated that, bro. Angel was my stuff back in the day, man. I don't care. You know what I mean? So, if you're gonna bring them back, if you're gonna bring the whole Scooby Gang back, awesome. I don't know how y'all. I don't even know if they're gonna bring Tara back. I don't even know how you would even do that, but we'll see. Um. So sources say the new Buffy would focus on a younger Slayer, and that Geller's Buffy Summers would not be the central character. Honestly, that's fine. I didn't expect that. If you're doing a continuation, you're not gonna do it on the previous hero. You're gonna focus on the newer generation. That makes a lot of sense to me. Now, I know it's gonna probably more than likely it's gonna be one. More than likely. I don't think they're gonna do a male Slayer. I don't think that. But maybe they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. Although Buffy lore dictated that only one Slayer could exist at a time, its final season appended that notion with the awakening of 100 potential Slayers for the show's endgame. This is true. I do remember that, which I have to do a rewatch of Buffy. I do remember that. I do remember Buffy doing that. Um, and then we got like a whole bunch of Slayers for the final season, and a lot of them were women. So that's what I'm saying. I think the next Slayer is gonna be a woman, and we may see more than one Slayer too, because we did see that. We saw Faith was a Slayer. Was it somebody else? I don't remember. I think we saw another girl, another woman as a Slayer, and I think she was a black woman. I don't remember. Um, but they're out there, you know. So again, and I don't know if it's gonna be a man or not. We'll see. We'll see. Is there anything else? Okay, that's really it. All right. All right. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm really excited about this. I really am. I'm excited about this just because yeah. I'm really excited about this because I was thinking about this. No lie, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, yo, I kind of miss watching Buffy and Angel, and I just want to get in. I just want to see them again, you know. So this is gonna be cool. Now, I don't know if they're gonna bring Spike and Angel back. That I don't know. I don't know. Because you would have to explain why they look older. You'd have to explain, unless they're gonna use the de aging um machine on them. which is gonna cost them a lot of money. I ain't gonna hold you. Unless they're gonna do that, I don't know how you would even. I don't even know how you would even do that. Unless, and I would hate for them to do this, but unless they recast them, I hope they don't do that. But if they recast them, that would make sense. So that's one. Or you can use the de aging process, but you would have to only put them in one episode. Let me say this: David Boreanaz and James Marsters, the actors that play Spike and Angel, they look great. They still look great. I seen them recently. I mean, on TV, they look great. You just got to use the de-aging thing on them because you have to. They're vampires. Vampires don't age, so you gonna have to explain that. Unless you kind of. I know they did like a what do you call it? They did a comic book on after season 5, so it was like season 6. They did it in a comic book form, and they made Angel normal. Like they made him corporeal. They made him human. Now I don't know if they made him a vampire again. I'm not sure. If they did make him a vampire, then you can explain it that way. You can explain that. For Spike, you gonna have to de-age. You gonna have to because he's still a vampire at the end of the day. So I don't know. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right. All right, y'all. Listen, we gonna get out of here. Uh, for those of you that were watching, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Um, do you guys want me to do a Buffy rewatch? Because that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm thinking about putting it on the Patreon because the thing about it is, whenever you see our reactions, I have to put the copyright thing from on behind it. I have to do that because I don't want the channel to get strikes. So they're very particular with how can I say it? They're very particular with copyright stuff. So that's why I have to do that. So yes, you know what I'm saying? So I rather just put it on Patreon just so I don't have to do that. You can watch it with us and you ain't gotta worry about seeing none of that, okay? So yeah. So, but if you guys do want me to react to it, please let me know and please join the Patreon as well. I'll put the link in the description or in the comments of this video. And and I'll do it for you guys. It'll be the full length version without no blocks or anything like that. Just all in its glory. Okay? You gotta join the Patreon. All right? I'm a patron. All right? All right. Now, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it at Geek Lodestars. This was cool. We're gonna try to do this every week. We're gonna try. Life be lifing. Sometimes we can't really get to it, but we do want to do more lives. We do want to talk to you guys more. So let me know if this was a good time for everybody. I'll try to do it a little bit earlier, maybe between 7 and 8 o'clock. Let me know. I just wanted to do it at this time just because, I needed to get it off my chest. You know what I mean? So let me know if y'all want me to do this earlier or do this earlier. Let me know. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Deuces. Be safe. Have a good one. See y'all in the next one.